everybody, this is Heather Clark with Running Free in High Heels. If you're visiting us for the first time, this is our YouTube channel where we like to talk about things that will help you run free physically, financially, spiritually. And today I wanted to share with you what the Clark family is doing to run free in the area of school shopping. And it is just that time of year, guys. I can't even believe it. In Georgia, which is where we live, the school year starts the first week of August. Now, I grew up in New Jersey, so this when we moved down here, it was a little strange for us to have the students, to see the students start jumping on the school bus in the beginning of August. But that's how it works, and we start to see the stores, put out their flyers, and we as a family are homeschoolers, as we may have mentioned on previous videos. However, and because of that, and because of Michael's work, he's a manager at a restaurant. We decided most recently not only to become homeschoolers, which that was a while ago, but to also start homeschooling year-round. So our homeschooling experience is even a little bit different than some other homeschoolers, in the sense that our homeschooling week is usually 4 days a week, so that we can have a fifth day that we have other activities, which are can be educational, can also be life skills type of activities, but that allows us to, we will school during the summer, but it allows us to take breaks at various times of the year that allow for the different things that come up with Michael's work, or the holidays, sicknesses that come up. You know how it is, mom gets sick or the kids get sick, you have doctor's appointments. It's just life. So that's what has worked for us. However, being the tightwad that I am, I try to budget so that we purchase all of our school supplies in the summer at this time of year, and try to purchase enough so that we can make it until next year with just a couple fill-ins. So I've been keeping my eye out for the good deals, and I tend to follow a couple of vlogs on YouTube, and I've been just kind of watching to see what those ladies have been saying, and also watching some old vlogs from last year to kind of price compare. And so I went into some of the stores with a general idea of what I thought I should spend on the items that I thought we would need this year. So I just thought I would share with you what we purchased. So I will do that today. However, because I have a hankering now for dumpster diving, being that I was out and about the other day, I did do a little bit of that. And so I did find it, just a couple little things. And then I also went over to Goodwill, because as I have shared in previous vlogs, I've been on the hunt for some sheets. As you know, Abby had her room painted pink. I painted it pink, I guess 2 weeks ago. And I have yet still to find pink sheets that I'm happy with. She has one, I should say, fitted sheet that works with her new comforter, but I needed a white flat, a white flat sheet, which I did manage to find at Goodwill. And I needed to find another fitted sheet and flat sheet for Noah's bed, which I did find at Goodwill, and some other goodies. So that was fun too. So I wanted to make a Goodwill visit. So you'll get to see all those goodies now. So For our school shopping, just to let you know, we, or I should say I, hit Walmart. I hit Office Depot, which I've heard has combined with Office Max. I wasn't aware of that. And then I also went to the Dollar Tree. And I think that was it. But I'll let you know if I remember something else. So here we go. Oh, and by the way, we've been saving since we started the Dave Ramsey program in January. So I used my school supplies envelope. I wasn't a bad girl. I only used school supplies envelope. So I took cash out of here to buy our supplies. So it felt so good to have money available and to use the green stuff. So good stuff there. All right, so here we go. You know what? I think I'll start with Goodwill because that was fun. I got my, I had used, actually for my Goodwill purchases, I told you that I had sold some of my dumpster diving items that I had found. I turned around and sold some things. So it was free stuff. And I turned around and used it to make some money as a stream of income. So that was awesome. So I had that in a little envelope, a new envelope. And I turned around and used that to purchase that shade that I showed you the other day. But I also used it to purchase these sheets. So that was really cool. They were really, really cheap because, you know, it's Goodwill. So these were, I got a flat sheet. This was $1.91 at Goodwill. I got a fitted sheet that goes just fine. I have a Pottery Barn duvet cover with, they have a ocean theme up there in Noah and Gabe's room. So this goes, it's like a bluish plaid. It's kind of hard to tell. So an extra fitted sheet. He has a navy one, but I wanted to, you know, this is what they had. So that was $1.91 for a fitted sheet. And then another flat sheet. So I will wash those, and that's great. So I'm going to still be on the lookout for some more sheets for Abby. And I'm also looking for another fitted sheet for Gabe's crib. I have a Pottery Barn fitted sheet that has an ocean theme. It's got whales and stuff like that. And I probably should look and see if that's on clearance by now because that was from last year. I may do that, but if not, there's a bunch of consignment sales. I don't know if in other areas of the country right now, but just to give you a heads up, around here, there's a lot of kids consignment sales going on at a lot of, mostly in the churches, that are for the fall winter sales. And so I went to one of those, and I did not find anything for, you know, for bedding, obviously, but I did find an awesome gift for Abby, an awesome Christmas gift, and actually a couple, now that I think about that. And then I found another Christmas gift or a birthday gift for Gabe. It doesn't matter. I'm just storing this stuff away. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you can find some consignment sales, you know, start purchasing those birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. So that's another option if you need bedding, is to go to those consignment sales. And I know that this is also the season, if your child goes to a private school, a lot of those consignment sales at this time of year have, and I saw this at this consignment sale in particular, they have uniform areas. So you can get, you know, gently used uniforms. And some even have tags on them because maybe their child grew out of that item, you know, before they were even able to use it. That happens a lot. So you don't have to pay full price for uniforms, for school uniforms. So that is another option for you because I know that school uniforms hit people pretty hard in the pocketbook. And I don't, you might need to check me on this, but there was a gentleman at what store was it? Dollar Tree, who also has a second job. He's an older teenager, maybe college age, who has a second job at Tanger Outlet, and he works at Stride Rite, and he was telling me that they're closing. And I think he was saying that Stride Rite, the whole entire company is closing. So I know a lot of people use, because Stride Rite makes a really good shoe, that they use Stride Rite for their uniform shoes. So he was telling me, gosh, I think that was about 2 or 3 weeks ago as well. That might be something you want to check out as well. Or if you prefer that shoe for your child just in general, that's a good place to go and look for some sales. Go check out your local Stride Rite. You might be able to find a good deal. So anyway, back to Goodwill. So we love to have family movie night. In previous videos, you may have seen that we have the hammocks outside in the backyard, and then we set up a table and we watch movies outside with our little lights that are in the trees. And we have one big bowl that's actually my mixing bowl. And I just saw one of these popcorn containers. This is like 75 cents. So I got that at Goodwill because there's always a fight over, since we have 2 hammocks, we have to keep passing the big bowl. So I got one of those. Whenever I can find shoes that are in good shape for any of my children, I grab them. Used shoes, because I just store them away, even if it means even if they're going to wear them a year or 2 from now. I feel like it's worth it, because shoes, like I said, they're really expensive when they're brand new. So I found these Cherokee shoes for Abby. They have little rhinestones on them and a heel, which are right up my sweet daughter's alley. And these were at Goodwill. They're a size 3, which means she won't fit into them till next year, but they will work very well as Christmas shoes. And when she saw them, she was so extremely excited. And being that she's still in this is still the kids category over at Goodwill, I think they may have been $3.50, maybe just 3. So that was awesome. And they look like, just barely worn. So awesome. I love to make her happy that way. Anyway, I have a friend who has these bowls at her house. There's actually a 4th, but they already used it. And it seems like such a stupid thing, but it made my kids really happy. They love these bowls where you can drink whatever's at the bottom. I know a lot of people use them for cereal, and we break our bowls all the time. Our dishwasher eats our dishes and our glasses. So these are plastic, and actually, I was thinking cereal and they would drink the milk, but when I got home, Abby's like, they're perfect for ice cream, because then when the ice cream melts, you can still drink the ice cream. Kids are always creative, aren't they? They just blow my mind. Anyway, it's like, you're right. Good job, honey. So we got those 2. So I made my children very happy, and that makes Mama happy. Okay, so those are my Goodwill finds. And then, of course, there's a Dollar Tree in the same shopping area as the Goodwill. So I'm chopping off my head, aren't I? So I went to the back side of the Dollar Tree, and I did manage to find some funny things. I think they're funny. I guess the package broke that had all these little erasers in them. So always keeping Operation Christmas Child in the back of my mind, I realized, hey, I can stick some of these erasers in the shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child. So I grabbed all the ones that I could actually reach. So I put them in this plastic bag, and they're going away, being stored away to be in those shoe boxes. And then I thought this was really, really funny, because I love this fake cologne stuff. I think it's hilarious. So I brought this home, and I'm like, oh, honey, put on the pure water so I can smell you. And a full bottle of After 7, which is supposed to be a fake version of Chanel No. 5. This stuff's a riot, isn't it? It's like, probably lasts for about a minute on your body, and then it just goes away. But it just cracked me up, and I always like a good laugh, don't you? Come on. There's not enough to laugh about in this world. A whole lot to cry about, but not enough to laugh about. So that was fun. And then I got this, I guess didn't have its lid anymore, which I think is the Dollar Tree version of Axe. I think it's like a male, isn't that like the men's deodorant and body wash and all that? And it's deodorant body spray. So it's always fun seeing what you find, you know, it just cracks me up. So sometimes I bring things home and I'm like, just look what I found, and we all have a good laugh. So probably those finds, other than the erasers, were more of a good giggle than anything. But you know, some little kid's gonna love these little erasers. They're sweet. Okay, so that was my dumpster dive finds and my Goodwill finds. And so here's on to the more serious stuff because, oh, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. My computer's sitting on the other big find. The other big find was, let's see, this box, and it was just sitting in a box of cards. I mean, some of them are stuck together, but look, guys, I mean, it's an entire box of cards, and it says on the box somewhere, and I can't figure out where it is right now, but it said back stock of cards, and it's like every occasion, birthday, sympathy, I don't know. Noah was laughing about some of it. He's like, what do you even call that kind of a card? And I have found cards for the past, how long have I been doing this? 2 months. I have found cards here and there, but not this many. So who knows? You know, I'll just keep a stash, and then I think it's great because I'm terrible at sending cards to people because just the act, I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, I'm just at the point, the stage in life where if anything takes more than 2 steps, like even 2 steps is like the absolute max. But anything that takes more than 2 steps, other than like in cooking or maybe laundry, well, even laundry, I mean, what is that? That's 2 steps. Put it in, well, maybe they're dividing it. Put it in the laundry, in the washing machine, and dump the laundry detergent in. And that's about as much as I can handle these days. Like, forget it. Go to the store, go figure out which cards you're gonna buy, go find the address book, figure out which address is the most recent, address the card, make sure everybody signs it, make sure there's like a cute little picture, put the return address, find stamps. Oh my gosh, that's always interesting. That might include another step of going to the post office or getting it at the grocery store. And then I'll forget like 5 times every time I go to the grocery store. And by then, like, the person's birthday has passed. I just can't handle it, people. I can't. I'm just too simple of a person. So I stink at this whole like getting cards out thing. So maybe, just maybe, this will help me be a little bit better this year. I don't know. I can only hope, right? So we'll move on. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here. So we went to Office Max, Depot, whoever they are, because they had a mail-in rebate. So for the paper, it used to be a big couponer, and I used to print tons of coupons, and I don't have time for that anymore. So we don't go through paper as much as we used to, but we still need it. So I bought this paper. I'll be getting a rebate. I'll turn around and use that probably for like the, what do you call it? The Expo fluid that cleans off the whiteboards, because honestly, it just does a better job. Or I've got like a multitude of things that I could use it for. So I got that, and then I also got these because I have little routines. They were a little more than I would have liked to spend. They were like $2 each, but they were the perfect size. This is the perfect size for my refrigerator. I have an area which is, I should show you guys this. This is like my command center, my mother command center. My mother command center. I sound like Star Wars. Let me turn on my light. This is my motherhood command center. It's by, this is like our coffee area. it used to have like an espresso center. It usually has where we make our protein shakes. And I take out my toaster, and there's our Keurig that we got out of the dumpster at Bed Bath & Beyond. Isn't that awesome, people? And that's my little ode to coffee. Dear coffee, I love you. That is all. Can you tell how unfocused I am today? It's really bad. Anyway, so this is my little command center. I got that at Target, I think, in January. And then I got these at Target. So I always have like the next month, the next 2 months. I got this at Target the other day, which I love. And I used my little 20% off Cartwheel coupon because it was a back to school item. And so I put what's going on in the month. And then I got this too at the beginning of the year to get done, which you know what? I don't really love the tan paper after all, so I probably won't ever do that again. But anyway, that's my command center. I may end up moving this and just putting this here. So this is what this is going to have. It's going to have a reminder to me. So when I'm sitting there drinking my coffee in the morning, looking at my little command center, it's going to have a reminder to me of what is on here. So this is going to be Noah. This is going to be Abby. And these are going to be their morning and nighttime self-care routines, for lack of a better word. So my daughter has been challenged to do some things like making sure she's getting her room cleaned up in the morning, brushing her hair, making sure she's brushing her teeth in the morning. Not so much at night, but in the morning. You know, my son, don't tell him I said this, but, you know, he's becoming a preteen. He's going to be 13. I cannot believe it. He's going to be 13 October 2nd. Unbelievable. So, you know, he needs to be washing his face and all that stuff that comes with being a teenager. So I'm going to gently remind him on the wall and her up in the bathroom what they need to be doing in the night and the morning, just a couple things. And since I'm too lazy to go up there and go check, I figure this will be my reminder, because I will look at this for sure, because I always look at that calendar like a couple times a day. Just out of habit even. This will be a reminder of what's on these. And so it'll make sure that I remind them to look at this and get this done. So that's my plan, people. Oh, and just because I showed you the other command center, I may have shown you this once before, I don't remember, so I'll just show it to you again. My other command center, whoops, wrong hallway, is this one, and I've kind of changed it a little bit. This is Noah's running routine, and that's our garden club thing that I have to fill out. But normally this would have, what does this have on it? This usually would, this is going to be the start of the next, I have to turn it to the next month. It usually would have my exercise routine, like what I've accomplished. And then this has, isn't this funny, guys? Usually this will have what they have to clean each day, but the AN thing, my children argue, they're very helpful, and I've trained them well in this area, I have to say. They clean Gabe's poopy diaper probably twice a day. And on the day that says A, it's Abby's turn, and on the day that it says N, it's Noah's turn. One has to help and one has to do the wiping. Isn't that funny? And then down here is just the week in review for them. So it gives them their schedule through the day and like what things they have to look forward to and that kind of thing. And I got this at the Dollar Tree, in case you're wondering. So that's kind of our command center. Our other command center, more so for them than anything. And obviously, I'm not doing a good job of writing my workout routines on there, so I probably should go put that on the calendar near me. So as you can tell, I'm really not being focused today at all, because I haven't gotten through this real quick. I'm very, very sorry. So here we go. Let's try to stay on topic here. All right, so I went to Dollar Tree, and let me see, did I go to Dollar Tree? Yes, I did, because we needed this, a bike lock. The word wasn't with me for a second there. I needed a bike lock for our bikes. And I needed this, a board to write there's some Bible memory verses and some thoughts I want Abby to be memorizing that I want near her bed at night. So this, I knew this was there, and it was inexpensive. It was like $1. So I got that. It goes with her new decor. So I thought it'd be good for her. So that was from there. I think that was it for what was at the Dollar Tree. But it'll pop into my mind otherwise if I missed anything. Okay, so now I move on to Walmart, and I can tell a couple things are missing. But anyway, the Crazy Art Super Washable Markers, the Encouraging Homeschool Mom was saying that there's some things by Crazy Art that are totally fine. She felt like their quality was just as good as Crayola, and this was one of them. So the markers, not so much the crayons. So I really wanted to try the washable markers because guess who? Yeah, him. So I figured if he writes on the walls, these will be more easy to get off of the walls, the skin, and his clothes, which I'm sure will be challenged just about every day. Now, I don't plan on giving these to him to use. I plan on using Color Wonder. However, because this child tests everything, you know there's a chance that one of these will get in his hand no matter what, even though my plan is to lock this stuff up with a lock and key, like literally. I'm looking at some like filing cabinet type things at IKEA to lock this stuff up with, but you know the inevitable will happen. So I just want to be sure that we got that covered. So there are 2 of these, but Abby has one of them right now, apparently. Okay, next thing. Pencils. We love these. Love these. Now, there's a person in our house who likes to take these little erasers out and eat them. Hence the reason why we are going to put all this stuff under lock and key. So the remaining pencils from this past year are going to have these on the ends of them soon. That's something I'll be doing this afternoon. But the future pencils, they already have them, praise the Lord. So these are gonna be great. And these, I may even get one more pack because we really do use them a lot. I love to write in pencil because life is always changing, so why write in pen? Okay, that's that situation. I'm gonna be getting a lot more of this, but this, according to the Encouraging Homeschool Mom, who always does her math on every item, $1 for 2-pack is a good deal. So I'm gonna be getting more because she made the good point that even this is not enough for school, I realize that, but she made the good point that this is a good time, that this is even a good stock up price for Christmas too. Like I think this is supposed to be a better price than what it'll be at Christmas time. Aha. So you might want to say purchase for Christmas as well because, you know, lots of Christmas gifts. Got to do a lot of wrapping. You're going to need a lot of tape, especially if you stick at wrapping like me. So, yeah. Okay, next thing, glue sticks. I was going to get to the, what do you call it? The Elmer's glue stick, but then when I did the math, even though this was a smaller package, the if I was doing my math correctly, these were actually still cheaper. And we don't seem to go through the glue sticks that fast. And I also still have some more Elmer's school glue. So I was gonna go with this and see how we did. I think this will be all right. However, I will say that when these are out of the package, I think they dry up faster. So I plan on putting these in a plastic bag. Have you guys ever found that? Because that's what I have found, but maybe I'm doing something dumb. I mean, we still put the lids back on, but it just seems like they dry out quicker. All right, next thing, I'll probably be getting another one of these too. My children, particularly one of them, loves to draw pictures on these instead of regular paper. So we went through a whole lot of them this past year. My plan was to hide them, but like I said, inevitably, these will find their way back out into the family zone, and they will get, pictures will be drawn on them again, and I won't have enough. So I will most likely get another cube of them. But this brand, the Casemate, is still definitely cheaper than the Post-it brand, even with Post-its on sale. And again, a Walmart purchase. Next thing, also the Casemate, still cheaper than whatever the other index card brand would be. Not thinking of what it would be right now. And I do like having some of the brighter colors as a choice, as kind of an alert color message thing to put on the counter. So I like to use these index cards for, what do I say, like lists for a day, and leaving it on the counter just for me. So I don't know, we'll see. I might get more of these. And what else? Okay, so you saw my what do you call it? My mom commando center. That sounds just weird. Anyway, so I like those little markers, and they have the eraser on the tips. I don't know if you can tell that, but they have erasers on the tip, which is so convenient. And they also have magnets. Now, usually I was getting them at the Dollar Tree, but they only had like 3 or 4 colors in a pack, which was kind of boring, and they dry out really fast. Well, Walmart had these, and they were cheap. Sorry, I can't tell you the price because I don't remember, and I have no idea where the receipt is. But obviously, this is much more colorful, and I don't know that I got a fantastic price on them, but they just served me so well. And as you saw on that whiteboard calendar, to qualify whose color is what, all these different choices serves us well. So I'll let you know if this works out well. Next thing, for my budding artist, lots of construction paper, and not much more to say to that. But we're replenished in color. I did find construction paper in the dumpster a little while ago, but you know, we can never have enough construction paper. I journal my prayers, and I have, oh my goodness, an enormous box of journals since I was, I don't know, middle school age. And it's fun and embarrassing all at the same time to read my journals. I'm really not sure if I will pass them on to my children or if I will burn them at some point. But anyway, I know I'm gonna need a new journal, you know, in probably the next month or 2. And these were a really decent price. I think it was like $1.50. And I thought it was cute. It's gray and white striped. And I just liked the inside. I like the little yellow color, and it was, I don't know, it's just, anyway, I just like the size and all of that. I might even get a second one of these to get me through, you know, a little longer until the next sale. So, and we needed more of these because I don't know where the other one is. And like I said, there are some things that inevitably will get lost or taken or put somewhere else, hidden in a couch. You know, we have little, what I want to say, it's like we have Smurfs in our house that take things and hide them. Do you have Smurfs in your house? Because I do. And that's that. And lastly, which I'm sure we're not the, oh my goodness, I found the receipt, guys. Wow. All right, you want to know what any of that cost? Okay, now I know what's missing. I also purchased a compass and a protractor because my budding artist, I thought she'd enjoy making those perfectly round circles because she likes to make faces too, like when she makes people. And okay, so just to give you a rundown, the markers were 50 cents each. The paper, construction paper, was $4.24. Let's see here. The 25 pack of erasers was 57 cents. Let's see here, the compass was 97 cents, the protractor 97 cents. Same with the flex rulers, each 97 cents. That's gonna take me a second to remember what was $2.97. I don't know. The tape was 50 cents each. The index cards were $1.88. The cube, like the Post-it notes were $2.44. That glue, the glue sticks, was $1.77. I got Abby a sketch diary because she loves to draw pictures. That's also not here. Really, really cute, like as nice as the ones in Michael's. And that was only $1.47. I also got her twist crayons. Those aren't here as well. And those were Crayola. I got her the Crayola brand because I really do like those a lot. The quality is really nice. So that was $2.97. My journal, just $1.50. And why can't I remember what it says 20 count, $2.97. I don't know. My brain's not working right now. Okay, so I love these notebooks. I just do. I don't really like loose leaf paper. I've tried to do loose leaf paper in a binder, and I just hate writing in a binder. I am left-handed, and when I write in a binder, my hand keeps hitting the rings, and you'd think this would bother me, but this doesn't hurt my hand like hitting the rings hurts my hand. So I just have a pet peeve about that. So I prefer these notebooks. Well, everybody in my house prefers the notebooks. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have one I'm using right now, 19, 20, because actually I'm using 2 right now. So I purchased 20. Noah may have grabbed one, that would be 21. They're 17 cents each. And honestly, when I talked with Noah about it, because I know how much he loves them, I might buy some more because we really do. Michael uses them for work. Yeah, they're just really, really practical. There's so many. If you Google creative ways to use a notebook, it would blow your mind, the awesome ideas, especially that a lot of like moms have for using notebooks. Like if you were a homeschool mom, you can turn this into a planner, like a lesson planner, into a grade book, into a scheduler, like a command center, just amazing, amazing things. So there's just so many things you can do with this. 17 cents, not gonna break the bank. So that's it, guys. That is it for all of my purchases. Today, I have committed myself to working on our homeschooling curriculum decisions. So I'm going to make another video about that to give you a little bit of a bird's eye view into our homeschooling life, in case you're curious. So thank you so much for joining me today. 'Tis the season for shopping. I hope that there was something here that helped you out, inspired you. I hope I didn't make you dread this season. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's hot as all get out here in Georgia. I mean, it's like a real feel of 103 most days. It's disgusting. And it is kind of difficult for me to grasp the idea that all these kids are going back to school, even though I still am teaching my children. I know that sounds so weird. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm a bunch of contradictions, aren't I? Anyway, so I'm sorry if I've now put you in a foul mood. I really didn't mean to do that. I was just hoping to give you some good ideas, ways to make your money stretch and make your cash envelopes happier. So I hope I've done that. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.